Hey, how are you? I found something digging around and I want to share it with you. It's a comic. Look, X-Men the movie, exclusive Toys R Us. Now, this isn't a regular comic that you could get from a store. This was, I believe, a free promotional comic that the store Toys R Us would put inside the checkout bags if you bought something from the store. And so it's like a free advertisement for the movie and the merchandise and some other things. Like there are coupons inside for $5 off something at Toys R Us. So it's like it's like an advertisement, really. So and it is a comic book, with a story and illustrations. And so here's the thing: when I find like old comic books, or when I watch old like recordings of TV shows or movies or something that would be on TV, I was always interested in the advertisements and the commercials at the time. I find them to be just as entertaining as the movie or the comic book you might be reading. So I want to share the advertisements that are in here because some of these are interesting. So here you've got the comic illustrations, the story, the dialogue, and okay. So here's an advertisement. Check this out. This is Enter the Evolution, X-Men the movie, and this is an advertisement for some merchandise. In this case, it is a collectible set, X Mutations collectible set that you can get from the website. And it has some merchandise from the movie. There's Wolverine, and here's another example. You can get a X-Men classified capsule, a $20 value of collectibles and merchandise and offers. And you can get it for free when you purchase $10 from ToysRUs.com. And then here's the bottom. Here is actually a sweepstakes and a promotion. Here you can enter for a chance to win a trip to Universal Orlando, Florida, or you could get a motorcycle, like a real motorcycle, not like a toy or a model, but an actual Triumph motorcycle. So that's funny because the kids who might be reading this comic or trying to get the toys wouldn't be old enough to drive a car, but you could still win a motorcycle. And I mean, if you won it, then it would just maybe sit in the driveway or out in the road, and you just kind of look at it, or maybe sell it, or give it to an older relative who might be into motorcycles. I don't know. What else is there? More comics, more dialogue. Okay, so here's another advertisement. Look at this. This is for the video game. This is X-Men Mutant Academy for PlayStation 1. Look at this. Wow. Here are the characters of the game. Look at the graphics back then. This was considered like really, really good. Here's Wolverine, Phoenix, Professor X, Cyclops. There's Storm. And look, and here's the actual video game, the actual images of the video game, the screenshots. So this is really how video games used to be advertised, like back in, say, the year 2000. Is it might be in a magazine or a comic book, right? And the art or the actual illustrations would take up almost the entire page, but the screenshots and the images of the game would be super, super small. Like, look at how small these are. You can barely tell that it's Gambit fighting Cyclops here, and here it looks like it's Wolverine fighting Cyclops. And then in the last one, it looks like Storm fighting somebody else. It's hard to tell, but it might be Gambit. And this is all that you would get to really see if you want to get this or try it out, or even to see what kind of game it is. You would have to see this and say, okay, is it an action game? Is it a beat 'em up, a fighting game, maybe something else, maybe even a puzzle game or something? But you could see the health bars, and so this is a fighting game. Wow. What else is there? Oh, hey, look, it's actually a coupon on the back. Save $5 on X-Men Mutant Academy at Toys R Us. Okay, so that's one way to get you to buy the game from Toys R Us, is make the coupon in the in the advertisement for the game that you can only get from the store. That's cool. All right, what else? All right, another advertisement. This one is a collectible card game, it looks like. The Action Flips X-Men, the movie. In here, it's Action Flips cards. It looks like a 3D capsule, 3D rare. And, again, you don't get a whole lot of information on what it is. Is it a trading card game like Magic or Pokemon? Or is it, something else entirely? And it's kind of hard to tell, but, you get little images of what the game is, what the cards are, some kind of description, and then, something else to try and get you to want to buy it. Action Flips. Never heard of it, even after all this time. All right, what else is there? Okay, here's an advertisement for something that isn't X-Men or a toy. It's candy bar. It's Milky Way, and it says, "You don't unwrap it, you undress it." And it's for Milky Way Midnight. I don't know if they still make that flavor. Okay, what else is there? More. Okay, here's another advertisement. This one is Juicy Fruit bubblegum. Yeah, look at the artwork on this. This is straight up 1990s. Here's a kid jumping into water with a crocodile trying to get the bubblegum. Oh, it looks like he's actually, I think he's bungee jumping. Look, he's got friends on top of the bridge. He's got a bungee cord tied to his leg, and he's really excited to try and get this gum from the mouth of a crocodile. Yeah. And look at the price, 25 cents. Yeah. That's how much this pack of gum used to cost. And it had 5 sticks of bubble gum inside, and it was a quarter. Compare that to what bubblegum costs now these days. What else is there? More story. Okay, so here's another advertisement. Look at this one. It's X-Men, and it's... Okay, so this one is the actual X-Men trading card game from Wizards of the Coast. So they made Magic the Gathering, and I guess they made the X-Men, the movie, trading card game. And again, look at this. It's an advertisement for trading cards, but the actual image of the cards is so small compared to the rest of the page. And this is what they're trying to get you to buy. So here's the trading card game. I don't know if it's still around. there it is. And what else? More comics. Okay, another advertisement. This one is Universal Orlando, so the theme park. So Spider-Man, Hobgoblin, Hulk, and information about booking a room. And look, here's how much it costs. $335 per adult. I wonder how much it is now per adult. Okay, what else is there? Coming up to the end, more comic books, story. Oh, there's Spider-Man. Oh no, wait, this is another advertisement. Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. The Ultimate Heroes are coming your way. Okay, I think it's a new comic book of Spider-Man that this is promoting. What's on the back? More comics. Almost done. What's this one? Oh, a free comic. Here, you can fill out this form and actually subscribe to the Uncanny X-Men, like the real Marvel Uncanny X-Men comics. Here. Coming up to the end of it. Here's one more. It looks like Ultimate X-Men. Again, I think it's a new comic book series that this is about. And that is it. That's all. Oh wow, look. Toys R Us, save $5. You can save $5 on any purchase of $25 or more on any Toy Biz X-Men the movie toy. Cool. Well, I mean, on the one page you can save $5 on the video game, and then on this page you get a coupon to save $5 on a toy. So that's a pretty good deal. And oh, look on the back. Here are the X-Men toys. So this is what you could save $5 to get. Look at those. Wow. You could get the Blackbird, you could get any of the good guys, and then here are the villains. Look, there's the motorcycle. The toy motorcycle, not the real one that you could, win from the giveaway, but imagine that in this one comic book you could win a real motorcycle, and you could get $5 off the toy motorcycle. Yeah. You know what? Which character I would get if I had the $5 coupon? I think I would get Wolverine. He was my favorite. Who would you get? Here are your choices. Who would you want? You could get Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Professor X, Storm, Rogue. You could get one of the villains. You want to know who I would get now? Well, you know what? I think it would depend on what you would want to get. So, here, think about this. You could get one of these figures. Anyone that you want, just a figure. And we have the coupon to save $5 to get it. So here would be my gift to you. One figure. You could pick one. Who would it be? So after you pick, I'll tell you who I would pick. So I'm going to guess. I will take a wild guess and say that you picked Wolverine. Well, he's kind of the most popular character, and he's a lot of fun to play with. So, you want to know who I would pick now? If you picked Wolverine, guess who I would pick? I would pick Sabretooth. You know, sometimes when you might go to the store and you might only be able to get like one toy, and you would have to pick one of these to take home. And a lot of times you would pick your favorite character or the person that you want. And a lot of times that's a good guy. And a lot of times it's the most popular one. So you wouldn't have a chance to get, maybe a villain, because maybe we can't afford it. So, and maybe there would be some different series or cartoons of different characters that you might get. Like, you might have a Ninja Turtle, but if you could only get one, you might get your favorite Ninja Turtle, like Michelangelo. And if your choices are like Michelangelo or like a Foot Soldier or Shredder, I mean, you'd get Michelangelo. And then if later, if you could only get like a Transformer, then your choices might be Optimus Prime or maybe a bad guy or something. But if you can only get one, then you get Optimus Prime. And then with X-Men, if you can get any one of these figures, well, if you can only get one, then you'd want to get the one that you want. So when you go home and you have your new figure and you have your collection and you want to play with them, I think a lot of people ended up having a lot of good guys from a lot of different series. And I think a lot of people didn't have a chance to buy the villains or the bad guys because they could only get one at a time. And what I used to do when I played with those figures is, if you have like 4 different good guys from 4 different kinds of series, then you would have to imagine and make up stories in your head. Like, you've got 4 good guys like Michelangelo, Optimus Prime, maybe Wolverine, and then maybe someone else random, like a wrestler like Hulk Hogan or something. And then you'd have to make up a story in your head how like 2 of them became brainwashed to be bad guys, and then the other 2 good guys would have to fight against them. And use your imagination like that. But you know what's really fun is if you get your figure from the movie, and then you also get to fight against the bad guy from the movie. So that's who I would pick. And that way, Wolverine and Sabretooth could fight. We could see who wins.